cards speak, justice listens. Welcome to the unseen. Truth doesn't hide forever, not from the eyes that see. Spirits stir, clues awaken. Let the seeing begin. Behind every crime, a shadow speaks. I'm Lady Zelda. Welcome to Seeing Crime. Hello there, my darlings. How are you this beautiful Thursday evening? And it is, I have to look, June the 5th, 2025, Thursday evening. And here we are. Ooh. Yeah, and here I am, my girl who overlooks the courtroom in Canton. And I hope everybody is doing very well. You should be. Things are going very well. I've been seeing some questions in the comments and pardon me. Oh my. Somebody must be thinking of me. He's trying to send something my way. Here we go.
Sit down, demon.
There we are. I'll tell you what, I almost wore out my buttons the other day, the last 2 days of defense witnesses. But thank you and hello, and I'm so glad that you're here. I've got a little show for you tonight, as always, and I think, thank you so much, my darlings. Listen, it's been hot here. It's been hot. Groovy says I'm allergic to the mic. Well, I took a Zyrtec. I've got 2 people sitting right here at the edge of my computer, another one sitting on this side, another one sitting back here, and there are a couple of people in the room watching cat TV. So there we are. And thank you so much. It's been hot. So I'm getting ready and I mean, it's been hot here. So I'm just getting ready with long hair. It's beautiful. It's beautiful in the summer, but I'm ready to do the big chop already. And I'll tell you what, you know how it is. Thank you so much, my darlings, for everything. Welcome. Welcome. We got a lot to talk about. Pardon me. We got a lot to talk about. And before we get into that, what do you say we hear the Karen Reed theme from Derek Carney? How do you think about that? Put a 1 in the chat. If we should start out with this theme song from Derek, I say we do it. We need a little grooving. We need a little grooving. Yeah, I think we need it. So, pardon me, just a minute. I got to get my iPad up here because crooking my neck isn't going to work. All right, good. I'm glad. Let's play it, everybody. Get ready. Here we go. We're going to do some calisthenics. I like calinetics. That was years ago. Here we are. We're going to be singing along with I've got somebody, a delivery about ready to come to the door. We're going to give it a minute and then we'll be ready. So I hope everyone is trying to relax tonight because I got to tell you, you should be able to. Do you remember calinetics? Right? I used to do calinetics. I love calinetics. I can't find her. I want to find her videos, and you can't find her videos anymore. Can't find it. They're not on YouTube. They're not anywhere. They're not, I don't know. I like it. I did hear Auntie Deb's new song, and I think it's great. I think it's great. I would do Kalinetics again in a heartbeat. That's hard. It looks hard, but hello there, dear. Hello. That worked for me. I needed to find my book. I am way out of shape. Listen, I love that. That and Greer Childress. Remember my son used to make so much fun of me when I would do that. It was hilarious. Give me a second. They're at the door delivering some things for my son right now, and my door is right here. So I don't want the delivery driver to think that I'm weird. Well, erase weirder. So he's out there. As soon as he takes the picture, and there we go. All set. So there we are. Pardon me. There we go. Okay, so let's get ready to do some dairy carney. Here we are. Okay, now I got to fix this when we get into there. Oh, look at that. Look at that face. That is something else, isn't it? Get ready, my darlings, because here we start beeping and bopping, because this is the energy we need to send to Karen. This is probably, I'm going to say by Thursday, we will be into verdict watch. Can you believe it? So here we are, my darlings. Get ready, because here we go. Thank you, my darlings.
Won't find a fingerprint, how dare you? How dare you? Won't find one drop of spit, how dare you? How dare you? There's no evidence here, how dare you? How dare you? But the truth falls on a deaf ear. I'm innocent, how dare you? Magnificent, how dare you? Your accusations are not based in reality, and I deserve much better than you're treating me. When you die, you will see what a monster you've been to me. Is my love not enough? Can't you just be happy in this love? Why you gotta make it so rough when we've been blessed with this gift from above? Won't find a finger. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Won't find one drop of spit. How dare you? How dare you? There's no evidence here. How dare you? How dare you? But the truth falls on a deaf ear. I'm innocent. How dare you? Magnificent. How dare you? You my one. You're my 1, 2. You're my 1, 2, 3. I love you. I need you. Just believe in me. I'm innocent. How dare you? Magnificent. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Is my love not enough? Can't you just be happy in this love? Why you gotta make it so rough when we've been blessed with this gift from above? Won't find a fingerprint. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Won't find one drop of spit. How dare you? How dare you? There's no evidence here. How dare you? How dare you? But the truth falls on a deaf ear. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. How dare you? Magnificent. How dare you? Stop this judgment. How dare you? I'm heaven sent. How dare you? You're my one. You're my 1, 2. You're my 1, 2, 3. I love you. I need you. dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I'm innocent. How dare you? Magnificent. How dare you? Get yourself right, 'cause I absolutely don't deserve this. And I've put up with it for way too long. Better wise up, straight up. Get it together, wise up.
Oops. Oh, we don't, wait, maybe later. We'll do it again. Maybe later. Is that not great? Hello. Is that not great? I'm telling you, it cracks me up because I wonder, oh gosh, here we go. We've got somebody that wants to come over here and I already can't breathe. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm serious. I just wonder if the defense team has seen this. I'm not kidding. I wonder if the defense team has seen this because with them, I mean, Alessi and Jackson especially cracked me up singing this thing. My gosh, pardon me. I'm transferring one tea to this. And I get unsweetened tea because I'm cutting. All right. But I got to have something to wet my whistle. If they haven't, my heck, if they haven't seen this, I'm sure they've seen this. I'm sure Richie, pardon me just a second. I'm going to try to pour this, which is not working very well. I'm going to try to pour this into my nice little cuppy that Mrs. Marie gave me. So I can give you all the tea. That's the way it is. There you go, my darlings. Transferring from one glass. There you go. This is my little gift from Mrs. Marie, and I just love it. And I want you to know how wonderful this is. So I don't like to drink sugary drinks because they seem like they just stick right here with me, especially when it's hot. So there we go. My darlings, we've had a week. We have literally had a week. But I want to touch on a few things about, thank you, my darlings. Thank you. I want to touch on a few things about Miss Kelly Devers, Officer Devers. Yes, if you're watching this, yes, as a matter of fact. Now, there's one thing with me, of course, being a lady, but I like to think of that. And I like to think that, you know, be a lady, but act like a boss type thing. I'm loving this. But the moment that I heard that she went into the office with the commish by herself, girl, it is just not proper. And the commish knows it's not proper. Is he married? I am sorry. If I had a daughter or granddaughter that came home and said, well, I had a meeting today. Oh, you did? That's wonderful. Who with? Well, the commish of the BPD. Oh, you did? What all did he say? Oh, well, pardon me. He told me to do the right thing. Really? In connection to what? Well, what did everybody else say? Oh, nobody else said anything. I was in there with him alone. What? This person, this Kelly, woman to woman now, you're old enough to know better, but maybe too young to resist. You better figure things out, my darling, because this was your downfall. Why? Why? Well, aside from being the case, aside from it being this case, the whole improper, because what happens next? Because they just lured her in like a little bluegill on the end of a fish hook. Because she can wiggle now all she wants to, and she will never get off that hook. From now until the time she retires, until more. And wait a minute, hold on. We have a phone call coming in. I know I have to take it. One moment, please. I'm sure this is an important phone call. Hello? Oh. Hey, everyone. It's Miss Blowout. Hello. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you saw her. Yeah, she did not want to talk. No, she did not want to talk. Not like Carrie. Oh, well, that's really kind of you to make an appointment with your blowout specialist so Kelly can get those ends cut off. Well, that's very kind of you. Thanks a lot for calling. I'm live, and I'm sure that you don't want to be talking right now, do you? Okay, wonderful. We'll check in next week. You have your people call my people, and maybe we'll do lunch someday. Gotcha. Bye. Listen, you guys. I have to be laughing, right? We have to laugh. Pardon me. I took Zyrtec, and now it made me athletic up here. So seriously, think about this, my darlings. In the room with your boss, beyond being a boss, has he dragged how many other rookies has he asked to come to his office? The commish, come to the office. It may be innocent this time. But what's he going to do when this is over? This officer can no longer be trusted. She has a reputation now, and I'm sure that Sarah Levinson, her best friend, is telling her that she is a sensation on the Twitter and on the X. Simultaneously, same thing. She is ruined. Now, somebody may say, oh no, she's going to be just fine. She probably will be just fine because she's already in the group. She tried to do the right thing. And that right thing was to say, hey, Higgy Baby and Berkey spent a wildly amount of time in the Sally Port. Now, let's back up a second. She went into this saying and thinking, oh, she did all this overtime. She was there. She was sitting in her vehicle. She went in. She's all about the overtime. Nah. And then all of a sudden, she got off at 3:45. Well, we're not going to be able to check the employment slips because you know what? I'm sorry to say they're dirty, way going back. Ask Howie Carr about dirty time slips with the with the Boston police. So you can't tell me that Canton didn't help her out a little. Because quite frankly, she's probably said, how am I going to get out of this? I mean, look, anytime that the DOJ shows up, right? I'm going to just start calling them the DOJ. Anytime the DOJ shows up, I mean, hello. I mean, you're going to be like, oh, because believe me, you've heard the little thing, good cop, bad cop. Well, I got news for you. That's usually how they are, or even worse, just both bad stinkers right from the beginning. You can't say a word. They question everything that you've ever done. I know I've had clients that have gone through that. It's horrific. If you think you can befriend one of these guys, well, sorry about your luck, pal. So that scared her because she didn't realize that it was going to go beyond the scope. And it did. So she went to the higher up, and you know what they said? Well, you know what? We can fix this. We fix everything else. We can fix this. So the next time she gets called into the commission's office, and I guarantee there will be a next time. Have you seen a picture of the commish? I don't want to put it up here, but just on your own free time, check out the commish. He'll have something to brag about someday. And she will be thrown away. Because you know what? They use you for as long as they need you. And then one day, it's just like, oh, bye, ciao. Just like Proctor, just like Higgy, and just like Karen. So Kelly Devers, if you think that anybody watching out there in the cosmic unknown thinks that she did a great job, I don't know what trial you're watching. And even Hank couldn't really hardly handle her. I did not think that it was possible that we could see somebody huff, puff, and all that stuff and sigh more than Auntie Bev. And quite frankly, I think Bev had her moment with it too. So she probably thinks that she did a bang-up job. Probably the only bang-up job that she's going to be doing is back in the commission's office. Sorry, that's just how it works. Behind closed doors, a pretty young girl who wants to climb the ladder, and at the end of her testimony says, well, I have to do this. My job is on the line. The commish told me, do the right thing. Gee, I guess that's why you got promoted from Canton, because you did the right thing in the commission's office. Sorry about that. Better you than me, darling. So that was Kelly.
Sit down, demon.
And
shut.
So welcome to the paranormal court of seeing crime. Here we are. Here we are. So my darlings, next up on the witness list that I want to talk about is Sergeant Barrows. Barrows. I love that man. And for those of you who do not know this, but he was hit by a drunk driver and really put out of commission for a very long time. He is a hero. And I'm going to tell you what bothered me the most. But before I say this, I have this fantasy. I'm just going to tell you about my fantasy. Now, hang on. It's not the normal fantasy that you would think. It's the fantasy of one of my little spirit friends having a whoopee cushion. For those of you who do not know what a whoopee cushion is, please take the moment to Google it. But my fantasy is having a whoopee cushion so that when you get down from the witness stand and you're treading easily past the prosecution table, you can just slip that little whoopee cushion right onto Hank's chair. And I'm going to tell you, that whole courtroom would erupt because that's what he deserves. Now, I got to tell you this. The moment that Pinocchio Hank says, over here, because Mr. Barrows, Sergeant, we're on a first name basis now. I'm just going to call him Sarge. So Sarge looks over at the defense table, and what does Hank do? Over here. What? Wait.
Shut.
What? Over here? Who do you think you are? Mr. Big Stuff. Listen, I'm going to tell you exactly what I would have done if I were on that. And pardon the bombasticness of this, but I'm going to tell you what I would have done. If he would have said to me, over here, I would have said, oh no, over there, sit your ass on the bench over there, 'cause my Jackson's coming, and you'll be sitting right down there. So beware, sit your butt on the bench over there. Oh, yes, it's over. Oh, yes, it's over. And you won't be bringing charges over there. Sit down, demon, you butt. Anyway, that was a bad rundown. I just thought of that. So, yeah, there we go. Off the top of the head. Songwriting is another talent. Anyway, this guy, the moment, but you know what? Can you tell when somebody's telling the truth? They don't falter. They don't blink. They don't change their stories. One of the reasons that Morrissey hired him, and I'm sure he's going to get a promotion when this is over, regardless. He'll probably be a judge somewhere. Move. If you are in Massachusetts and he becomes a judge of any, please move. Please. We'll get a GoFundMe for all those Massachusetts residents. Come. But the reason that he got him was because of his badgering skills. The pounding on it, I've never ever seen a lawyer, let alone a prosecutor, act like that, where somebody says, no, I wasn't harassed. So you're saying you're harassed? No. Stop it. Just stop. So Sarge on there. And the thing of it is, Hank got him flustered a little bit, but you know what? He recovered like a champ. He stuck to his story. You could tell what they were doing. They were manipulating those videos and the pictures and the photos. And Sarge just, and you know why Sarge did that? Number one, he honors his position and the badge. Number two, he's not a part of Canton. And if you don't think that the jury is definitely seeing all this. Definitely so. Definitely. Fast forward now, we have Lucky. We have Lucky fast forwarding. I'm going to say last year when we were watching this trial, the absolute best that there possibly was of this man, the best witness, the most honorable, and you could tell him he didn't care. See, that's what happens. That's exactly what happens when you know the truth and you're there to dedicate yourself to the truth. It's called character and integrity. Sorry, Mr. Brainan. I know that that's out of your vocabulary, but that was Lucky. Bless him. And then when he said, I don't have time, I was dealing with my wife who passed. Okay, sorry, but what? Here, read between the lines. What? And I don't do that. But this guy, listen. The fact that he is so low, no morals, no integrity, he's there to collect his paycheck. That's it. He's going to walk away from this with a cool mill. He doesn't care who he puts away. He doesn't care what he does. He doesn't care how he lies to get there. He's disgusting. He's a maggot. Pardon me. There was a maggot at the table. I'm going to say it that way. I just felt like hugging Lucky. Lucky is a hero. And look, I'm just going to say it. Sometimes we don't agree with what Turtle Boy Aiden does. But Aiden was doing what he thought was right. Okay. Did Lucky take it as harassment? No. He just basically said to Turtle Boy wasn't talking. That's what you do. You just say, no, I'm not talking. No, that's it. You don't have to do anything. And then the investigator shows up. He's understanding. See, the one thing that people don't realize is that Lucky was an independent witness. And you know what he was more afraid of than Turtle Boy? He was more afraid of losing his job because of the Alberts. And thank God his brother sits on the select board. That's most likely why they backed away from setting him up. Because there was he was too ingrained. There were too many people that would know the truth. There was too many things happening. So they just thought, just pin it on the girl. We'll do it. No worries. No big woof. No big tickle. Gay law. We're just going to do our thing. And he held his own. Right down to the square, to the point he got up, and look how spiffy and absolutely adorable that he was. Hello, Lucky, man of my dreams, wearing a suit and his little pocket hanky. I could have just fallen at his feet. He was so adorable on that stand. And I want you to think about his body language for a second. He wasn't sitting there all, like, what's his face? Dr. Welcher, Blue's Clues. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. And look, it's from Hank. He's paying me $350,000. Okay. So he's not sitting there all sprawled out on the witness stand, making himself at home like Yuri Buchanan, and Belcher. Well, Dr. Welch, why do I keep getting these names wrong? Shame, shame. So he sat, and you can tell when somebody tells the truth, because I could tell the way he was sitting, they had both feet planted on the floor and not crossed, both feet planted on the floor. He most likely had his little hands on his knees. And you know what? That position alone will keep you calm when you're testifying. And you know what else it does? It makes you sit up in the chair just a little bit. Did you notice he was doing that? Did you notice that? Yeah, I saw LTL Brian is giving Turtle Boy a silver button. But did you notice this? And I'm going to tell you this. Let's go down the rabbit hole a little bit. Do you know that, I'm sure you do, Turtle Boy was not, we're going to just call him TB. TB was not in the courthouse as a reporter for several days. And then all of a sudden, the day that Lucky comes in there, Turtle Boy is allowed to be there. Oh my. How was that a coincidence? Oh my goodness. It just seems so. Isn't that funny? No. Because I'm going to tell you, if Lucky would, now I'm not a lawyer, I'm not going to give you any legal advice, but this is my own presumption. If Lucky would have said, yeah, I feel intimidated. I felt intimidated, but it's okay. I felt intimidated, but it's okay. Do you know what? Hank probably would have given the high sign to one of his minions. They probably would have gone out, filed charges against TB for witness intimidation, and we would have seen TB hauled out of the courtroom. Now, that's my thought. Now, maybe they couldn't have done that. I don't know. But I think that was a little setup that Hank had in his little pea brain. So they were going to try to settle him up. And wouldn't that be something if Hank stepped in to Turtle Boy's next trials as the taking over for the DA? I'm going to tell you, I would have been shaken like a dog pooping razor blades. If I were in that courtroom and all this was going on, I would have been like, oh, this was not good. So I'm just going to tell you, my darlings, there's a lot going on. And this is the reason why it's not hot. It wasn't too hot for court. Hello. Hank needed a recovery moment. And don't think you probably won't see some more motions and all this other stuff coming out. Because most likely you will. That's just the way it is. He's had time to do a little research. He's had time to do a few other little things. He's had time to do all kinds of little goodies. So just wait. Hank will be doubling down tomorrow. And I'm praying to the Almighty Spirit up above that the defense keeps their line of questioning, their direct going till the end of the day tomorrow, and do not allow him to cross-examine before the weekend. Because I'm going to tell you, he is going to cause trouble. Now, I really don't know if they're going to rest. I don't think they're going to rest until maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Karen said Tuesday, Wednesday, but I can see Hank causing more sidebars, more upsets, more emotions. And then remember, he's going to probably call back Welcher to refute as a rebuttal to Arca. Now, in my eyes, I'm just going to say this. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm seeing something here I can't forget. In my eyes, I think they've got enough to rest right now. But I don't think they should. I think they need to bring in Grant. I think they need to bring in the other ME from Rhode Island and Arca. That's all they need at this point. They did file, I don't know if you all saw, but they did file their jury instruction thing, I think is what I don't know what it is, but anyway, the defense, and they're not talking about the third party culprit. You know why? They don't have to. They don't have to. They saw enough. The jury has seen enough, and they can see the reactions from the jury. They've seen enough. Now, the last witness, a woman who every woman wants as her friend, and that is Karina Kolkithus. Karina, sorry, I don't mean to butcher names. I can tell the future, can't say names. Kolkithus. Yeah, Karina Kolkithus. There we go. The Grecian goddess. The beauty of beauties on the stand, sweet as can be, and telling how much that she loved Karen and John. Hello. She's like the absolute friend that you want. Because in this particular Kolkithus, thank you, my darling. Thank you. Kudos to you, my darling. Kolkithus. Most friends, if you get in this trouble, like my client, Mary Ann and Virginia, where all this crap happened to, her friends scattered like it was no tomorrow. She had 0 friends. Everybody that they called, the first thing that they said out of their mouth, oh, I can't help you. I don't have any money. Oh, you're not going to say to me, how are you? Is there anything you need? Do you need some clean undies? Because after all, we know where you are. Do you need a toothbrush? Do you need some money on your books so you can at least get a few little snacks? No. Nobody. They ran from her. Karen has friends. And the good thing is Miss Karina Kolkithus, I hope I say that right, is right there, right on her side. And bless her, sending her blessings now. And I don't know if you heard or not, but when she left the courtroom, outside erupted in cheers and claps. Now, how adorable is that? And it's because the truth. We've got a hard few days, my darling, to come across. We certainly do. We got a hard few days. So there we go. Yes, I know. And Hank, hi there, Lori. Yes, I do know that Hank stopped it. And that's what I'm telling you. You see, the defense is doing this by the books. And I just want you to know that everything the defense wants, you can probably plan on them getting the opposite. They may get a little crumbs every now and then, but everything that they want, they're going to get the opposite. They're wanting to put the missing witness instruction. I don't think they're going to do it. You know what the judge is going to say? Well, you don't need it. The jury knows that there's a problem. It is a matter of deduction. Everybody has talked about the lead investigator, Trooper Proctor, former, now, Pooper Proctor, whose own buddies from Canton, I can't even say that he was the lead investigator during this time. They see. The jury sees. The jury sees. So my darlings, believe me. Somebody said they just sent me a message and it's urgent. Let me see who this is. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay. So, my darlings, let's go through the chat and see what you're thinking, because I'm so glad to have you all here. And we have a few little things that are starred. And I've got to say, look at this. Jen, look. Just look at that little face there. Jen, the crazy cat lady. It's my pleasure to meet you from one crazy cat lady to another. Hi, Lady Zelda. My birthday was yesterday, and this is the closest I could get to spending my birthday with you. Oh, found you through Melanie Little and I absolutely love you. Well, you know what? We absolutely love having you here. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your birthday, and I love Miss Melanie. And when we get to 10,000, which we're close, I'm going to extend Miss Melanie Little an invitation to come on over. Just drop in, say hello. I have some other guests. And so we just may have that happening, because I'm sure after the trial, we're going to need some attorney insights. No matter what, we're going to need that. So everybody join me now in singing happy birthday to Jen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jen, crazy cat lady. Happy birthday to you, and many more. There you are, my darling. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to you. Nicole has just gifted 5 Lady Zelda memberships. Welcome, welcome, and welcome to all those who the Tubi has picked. I wish I could pick, but I guess it wouldn't be maybe fair. But I would just pick everybody to be members. Thank you so much, because memberships help me maintain this channel. Because there's not a week that goes by that I don't need something like a new microphone stand or a new light ring or something somebody has knocked over and whoop-de-doo. And I might need a little something to set something on. Cheers. So thank you so much. And there is Miss V. Louise Arthur coming out hot, gifting a YouTube membership. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Thank you. So glad that you are all here, and just look at this chat going. I love it. I love that you guys are here, because I can't. And oh, wait a minute. Somebody put an important message in here, and it's so important. And Amanda, and I need Dairy Queen. But I want you to know, my Dairy Queen, oh, there's Petey Pink Nose. No, Angel. No, 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 no. This Dairy Queen that's local here has raised their prices. Do you know that a large, let me show you this. A large cotton candy blizzard. That's all I'll have. In the wintertime, they don't have cotton candy. You're gone, Dairy Queen. What kind of queen are you? This is a large, oh, I just got jumped on by Petey Pink Nose. Goodbye. This is a large from the Golden Arches Supper Club. You can see that. The largest of these blizzards are about half this size. I got a report to all of you. They are now almost $9. Now look, I don't give a hoot, but $9? I guess maybe I just need to go down and figure out how to make them myself, because that just doesn't seem right. $9 for a, and believe me, it's not like something you can save, right? Oh, I'll save some of this tomorrow. No, it's gone. Say hello, Petey. It is gone in like, oh, I just did that and scared somebody. Time to get a good blender, Cheryl says. Yes, it is ridiculous. It is, and I don't get them often because, see, I'm cutting. I got stuff I want to do. I don't want to show up looking like, hello. I'm cutting. So they can get away with it because it's summertime. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Oh my gosh. In California, and a large blizzard is $3. Maybe I don't need a Dairy Queen after. What? $3 for a large? Is it cotton candy? Or is it just one of their regular blizzards? Because I'm wondering if it's the flavor thingies that they have to put in and all the little cotton candy sprinkles. No, sir. I'm wondering that. I can't help but wonder. Let me see. Somebody sent me a text. The ones who always know that I'm live, and then they make sure that they know, and then they send me the text. There we are. So, yeah. No, have a great blue one, but it's not cotton candy. Okay, so that's it. It's the cotton candy stuff. So I guess I need to figure all that out. All of the food have gotten smaller, Lady Zelda. I guess they think we're all blind. I know. The cake, even the cake mixes. Now, see, I don't make that stuff anymore because it's just me and my son. And it's like, okay, what have I got against yellow cake with brown sugar frosting? It's never done anything to me. Why I should hate it? So you have a sugar tax? Really? Now that's interesting. Wow. I knew she was on the list, but do you think she's the one who saw JOK? Karen said that she actually saw John go in the house, but I do feel that there is someone else. But I think Alan was basically saying that because the proof lies in the footsteps from the data. And I think when the data, no, not data daddy, when the crash daddies get up there. Now, I want you to know, be prepared, because you know how he treated our Dr. Marie Russell, and she was another witness that I wanted to talk about. Dr. Marie Russell, the Queen of Queens, the woman that should be an inspiration to every young woman coming up, should be that. Holy mackerel. Is there anything that she hasn't done? And for those of you who For those of you who don't know, she also adopted her niece and nephew years ago. So, but believe me. Okay, so he said that I think they do. It could be the neighbor. I don't know. But I want you to know, anybody that coming through like an expert, like Arca, Hank is going to berate. Wolf Dad, or Dr. Crash Wolf Daddy, if you're watching, be prepared. Because one of the holes got loose from Canton prosecution, and he's heading your way to interrogate you, not to cross-examine. Interrogate. And it doesn't matter what you say. The truth is, he won't accept it. So be prepared to be on the stand at least a couple of hours, if not a whole day. So everyone be prepared. I cannot wait for Garrett Ring. That's right, Ruthie. I cannot wait either. I am so excited. Arca and Garrett Wing and the Emmy from Rhode Island. I think those are the three that need to be. Ow, you bit me, you turd hopper. You don't bite mommy. Right in the cheek. Hello. I guess there's a lot there to. He's must look good, like a little ribeye or something. Uh-oh, somebody fell. Just a minute, my Sam fell off of there. Are you okay, my angel? She fell. She sleeps so hard on the windowsill looking outside that she'll just fall off. But I have a cushion and a couch there. So that way it don't hurt her. Anyway. So there we go, my darlings. Yeah, love bite time. That felt more like a little I'm disgusted bite, not so much love attached. It hurt. But he's a biter, a little biter like that. Yeah, all Sammy. Mommy Sammy, she's my girl. So the thing here that Hank doesn't realize is that he's just rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic because he's going down. Yes, Karen. Yes. Oh my God. When Hank made his nasty comment to her, the moment she gasped, asking her, is your memory intact? Is your memory okay? And when she went, oh, I would have said, my memory is just fine. Oh my gosh, I probably would have said, I would have been thrown off, out of the stand, out of the courtroom. I would have been just thrown out, because that to me is so uncalled for and so rude. You just can't deal with it. You just can't hear. I have heard Dever's song. I've had it. It was horrible and disgusting. And she was appalled. And believe me, right? Standing Stones, my darling, I will allow it, right? And believe me, out I would go. Tickety boom. There goes Zelda. But not before I didn't push the little whoopee cushion onto Hank's chair. Bye, Hank. Happy flatulent birthday to you. So, yeah. That was so disgusting. But he doesn't care. He has no conscience. That's a demon. That's a demon. Now, before we get started tonight, I want to check with you, because I was gonna. This man has to get down. I know. I love you. You're so handsome, but you have to get down. Go in the bathroom, my angel. He goes in the bathroom, messing my hair up. He goes in the bathroom, and he knows that he's so cute and handsome that he'll sit on the sink in front of the mirror and look at himself and admire himself. That's my cat, Pete. Now, Hank probably does the same thing. So, yeah, he's a looker. He's a looker. So there we go, my darling. Kim, I gasped with her. How dare you? Oh, you all don't want to know what I was saying. I was gasping, but I'm like, when were you released from the hot place? Craziness. He's a looker. He's a looker. Yeah, Jen's already called. She's making an appointment for Kelly to get those ends trimmed. Go for it. Amanda, oh, she absolutely held her own, and the less he let her, he didn't bother objecting, right? He knew she's made of the tough stuff. Look at this. Deleted comment, queen. You are the queen. Look how beautiful you are. How much pressure do you think Hank is under to get it resolved? Good analogy. You could feel his anxiety on Wednesday. I don't think it ends, and the fat paycheck somehow. He has handed a poison chalice in which he has been drinking. And thank you so much for your generosity. He has been drinking from that chalice, just like Kelly Devers started drinking from the commission's chalice. Ooh. Hank started drinking from that chalice too. You know, the chalice of betrayal. Yes, Zelda, I let out a lot of cursey words. I had a few choice ones that I kind of like. But there is an incentive for Hank. And I'm sure it's political, because I'm sure that he's been promised a certain something. But what's he going to do when Karen walks out of there? Because this time, the defense is not going to let any shenanigans happen. They're not anything with the jury. They're going to be all of this, all of it. They're not going to come back with a not guilty verdict and then Bev go, oh, I'm sorry. I think, Mr. Alessi, Miss Reed, do you want to stand up? We may as well just go ahead and sentence you right here. That's what they've been wanting to do. See, they did not bank. Hank did not bank on the fortitude of Karen Reed. Karen Reed is now a legend. She will be going down in the books of history all around the world, where 10 years from now, we're all going to be sitting here during Zelda's live. Hello. Zelda's going to be sitting with her same stuff going, well, gee, how's Kelly Reed doing now? We all remember Kelly Reed and Karen Reed. Hello. None of them banked on it. You're absolutely right. The Zenith. Hank, Tony Sport. Yeah. That's right. Consigliere. None of them banked on it. Zenith 740. You're absolutely correct. They never thought. They just thought, because remember the text, if she fights this, then it becomes an episode. Wow. Craziness happening. Right? How dare you? Look at that puppy. I had a sore throat from yelling, sit down. Sit down. Absolutely. I was like, I guess I was just sitting here going, you got to be kidding me. But I was like, take that. I was imagining lasers coming from my fingertips. Take that, Hank. Take that. That's what I was doing. Karen is such a strong woman. Yep. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I know that you all saw Tag in the courtroom, sitting in the front row. Do you remember that? Tag. And how she was giggling. holding her head down. Oh, I'm so cute. I'm so demure. Do you want to know what that was all about? I can tell you. I can tell you. I got the doit. I got the doit. Wait a minute. I got the tea. It was, yes, Skin Tag Tarot was in the front row. And it was during one of these side boss where Hank thought he had a win, he thought. He smirked at her and made a little, like, see what I did? There you go. There you go. That's what he did. Because that he approached her. She was looking at him and he was like, see? I'm the one with the brass knuckles and the brass everything else. They totally know. And you know what I said? You better be careful, Hank. She'll be trailing after you for the next 20 years after this is over and she can let John go. She'll be after you, hanky panky. Totally uncalled for. Totally. Ooh. Just ooh. Zelda, you don't think there will be a mistrial, do you? I'm going to be very frank with you. I believe there is a possibility if we had it right now. If they rested right now, there's a possibility. But I think once Arca gets in there and they have, I'm hoping 2 more witnesses, she'll be golden. And we're going to have a watch party. I'm going to change my work schedule. I'm going to change the work schedule. I'm going to change it all. It is a tough question because believe me, I don't want a hung jury. Nobody does. Because guess what? We will be here for another year. And if you think, I've only been in this for a year. I can imagine what everybody else is feeling, but I just can't even fathom how Karen and the sacrifices her defense team. So yeah. I'm with you, Susie Q. I'd take a mistrial over guilty, to be honest, but I hope there's an acquittal. Apparently, a few jurors aren't thought to be not guilty voters. Maybe. But it only takes one. It only takes one. I think if it's hung jewelry, I'd like to have hang some jewelry. I know it's exactly what you're saying. Hung jury, the Commonwealth will drop it. I don't think so. They'll make her go again. And I think it'll take them a day to reach a verdict. But the Commonwealth will be hungry to pounce on her again. They want to wear her out, so she just goes ahead and takes a plea deal. Remember, she's still on bail. So that's bad. Does Karen have enough money to finish this thoroughly? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And yes. And I can tell you when this is over, listen, my darlings, we will be sitting here. Let me get a date. Hello. Let me get a date. We will be sitting here the 28th of June, and we will know exactly what's going on with Karen. We will all know. The 28th of June is the last Saturday. Well, it'll be before then because we're going to have I'm going to have a watch party, and believe me, it may just be a prayer party, to be frank with you. I don't mind to even lead in prayer because seriously. And I'm going to look at it this way. I'm going to arrange my work schedule so I can work in the evenings and be free in the day. And we'll keep a vigil watch. And if anybody wants to go to any of their lawyer friends, they certainly will. I'm going to have a watch party just because, it's the snark in me that just has to have one. But you're certainly not obligated to be here. We're just going to boomola, be here, comfort each other. Hello. And that's it. But I can honestly tell you that when we do get to the 28th of June, there's still going to be a lot to do, and there's still going to be a lot to talk about. There's still going to be unanswered questions, and there's still going to be things that are not coming to terms. I want you to remember something, because everybody is talking about, thank you, Laura B. Thank you. Thank you. I want you to remember this. This is so tough that this is going to really require some recovery time for all of us to be here. Every one of us is going to have some recovery time. But coming out of this, I want you, I see something interesting. Mercury stars 333. Mine says 365. Fate. Oh, no. You're right. Because there's actually 38 and fate and fortune. And there, right now it's 333. Say a prayer, everybody. Say a little prayer. Thank you so much, Mercury stars. Thank you. Thank you. And do me a favor. If you are watching, please give us a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button. Come on in. Say hello. We'd love to have you. Because, we're here as friends talking about all of this coming. So before I lose my train of thought, okay, I do want to read this. I live in Mass, and there was a different murder trial that turned as a hung jury 3 times. The 4th time the defendant was found guilty. Mass doesn't give up. I'm nervous. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think so. So what I want you to do, thank you, my darlings, for all coming in. What you're all commenting on the here, and I want you to know this is called Hot Mess Night, because I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. Okay. I have a little channel that is it's a writing outlet for me, because I do write things about vampires and that sort of thing. But I'm not published yet in that. Poor Anne Rice passed away before I could actually talk to her about things. And because I met her, and I met the guy who she said she interviewed as a vampire. That was a story. And believe me, oh, woof. But I have a little channel that I got 2,000. I started it last year, and I just do some shorts. I do some other things on there, but I do a lot of animation, and I do this. It's quite compelling, to be quite frank with you, this storytelling, blah, blah, blah. So at 6 o'clock tonight, I'm still working on that channel. I was working on I did all my videos earlier today. I get it because I wanted to make sure I was working on that channel, and I was working in my little editing, putting all this stuff, working on scripts, working on, this and this and this. And at 6 o'clock, my alarm goes off just to make sure. My 6 o'clock alarm went off, and I went, oh, yikes. Zelda, your crack better get ready. You're going live in an hour. And you ain't ready. So that's why you're seeing the hair up. Plus, when it's down and it's hot, I can't hack it around my neck. I just don't know. I'm about to do what they call the big chop and then wear wigs. I'm to that point because I can't hardly take it. It is so, and it's thinning because of, well, hello. I'm Okay. Amanda, Lady Zelda, can you tell us the vampire story on Jury Watch? I certainly can. And actually, probably what I can do is read you my transcript because it is quite beautiful, I think. I love it. Thank you. You are a beautiful hot mess. Thank you, Diamond in the Rough. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so nice. I will read that to you. I will tell stories. We'll tell stories and all this other stuff. Richie just dropped a new video. Well, let me go look for it so we can watch it. Now, here's the thing, though. My darling Maud, can you tell me, is there music in it? Because he puts music in it from these artists, and then I get copyrighted. So I have to be careful. And if I do it again, it's quaintance for me. And I got to be very, no music. I'll grab the link. Okay, good. You guys are so kind. That's why I love being here. Don't forget to hit the like button for Zelda. And somebody just sent me a Venmo. Thank you for your generosity. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Somebody sent me something. Okay. I don't know, Lady Zelda. I haven't seen the one that came out. I'm going to watch it in a little while after I hang on with you, of course. Okay. Well, I quickly skimmed it. Okay. All right. Let me see. We can't put those in the chat because I can't grab them. Maybe I can on this side. Hold on. Okay. Yes, I can. Hello. Where am I? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to watch Richie's. Video. How's this? Thank you, guys. You guys are so great. And I want to thank the person for coming in and giving me a very generous Venmo. That is so nice. I may go to, no, I won't go to Dairy Queen tomorrow. I got a lot to do. This is the most wonderful place to be. So here we go. We're going to look at Richie's microdots. My man, where is it? It's a short. It's called The Blogger. Let me get this set up so it's much bigger screen for you guys. Whoops, wrong one. Let me do this. Ready? Okay, here we are, my darlings. Here we are.
Our messages with receipts on my Twitter account. The world can see it. So it's completely baseless. There was no threats. I just want I think the bigger question is, why did a blogger, as Hank Brennan calls me, why did I get to speak with the plow driver before Michael Proctor did?
All right, so there are many theories and opinions about this blogger out there, but maybe we should just narrow in on the question he asked there, Michael. Why was it that state police didn't talk to Lucky so long after this event happened, and certainly after the blogger did?
Well, because of the incredible sloppiness of this investigation, virtually from the time that John O'Keefe is found on that front lawn. There's no real excuse to not have checked the municipal records to see when the streets were plowed and to try and contact the driver to get whatever information they would have. Look, we also know that there was a ring camera across the street that one of the detectives didn't even bother to look at because he knew the scope of that camera. It's almost impossible to excuse the sloppiness of this investigation.
You were aware at the time that Deputy Chief Kelleher's house was adorned with a Ring video camera just over the front door, facing out toward the street and facing across the street, which would be facing 34 Fairview.
That's 34. Okay. All right. Let's park right here.
And you're aware that those are motion activated cameras designed for security to capture images of things that may be going on outside the home.
Look at that one. 130, 150. It's got a ring right there.
Did you seek to secure any footage from that Arlo camera
I did not.
from Deputy Chief Kelleher?
I did not.
Did you talk to Deputy Chief Kelleher about that footage?
I don't remember specifically.
Did you ask him whether or not he had reviewed the footage for a determination whether or not it caught any of the incident that may have occurred at or around 34 Fairview on January 29th, the early morning hours of January 29th?
I don't know if I did. I know it would not have.
This is astounding. Look how close that is. It's right there.
How do you know it would not have?
Because I know what that camera captures.
I can even put my camera up there and see the view.
Yeah. Like that's the view it would have gotten.
That's the exact view.
Wow.
How do you know what that camera captures?
Because I've picked up packages for Deputy Chief Kelleher in the past. I know it captures his doorstep and a portion of the front lawn.
There are two major problems with Sergeant Gallagher's testimony. First, modern security cameras are equipped with extremely wide-angle lenses, also known as fish eyes, designed to capture as much of the surrounding area as possible. Second, the camera is mounted with only a slight downward angle, meaning it would still capture broad horizontal and vertical views. Together, these facts seriously undermine any claim that the camera couldn't have seen relevant activity. The whole point of having a security camera is to see who's at your doorstep. And if it's angled to see that, then it would also be able to see the street behind them.
So you've reviewed the Arlo footage from his iPhone?
He's just sent me a picture. Can I pick up when he's been on vacation, can I pick up a package on the front step?
Okay. So,
Yes, I've seen it.
So you've seen screenshots that
Sure.
Deputy Chief Kelleher has sent you, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Let's think this through. The deputy chief is away on vacation. He asks Gallagher to go by his home to pick up a package. Is it really necessary to send a screenshot of it? Does Gallagher have trouble recognizing a package when he sees one? But let's pretend this isn't a lie and play along. If a friend once showed you a screenshot from their security camera, would you really remember with certainty exactly what that image showed? Would you be so confident in that memory that you'd dismiss the idea of simply double-checking? How can he be sure that the street wasn't cropped out? The footage would have likely solved the entire case, which is exactly why he didn't want to see it.
But you've never looked at the actual application to see what it might encapsulate or what it might capture generally.
We've compared what we have our cameras set up as. We had communicated about security at our houses multiple times. I know it captured the front door and a portion of the front lawn.
The testimony that two Canton police officers once compared their home security camera systems honestly sounds like the setup to a bad joke. Just because they'd casually discussed the specifics in the past doesn't justify a police detective, of all people, completely dismiss the possibility that Kelleher's camera might have captured something critical. Even something subtle, like the reflection of a headlight, could help establish a timeline.
Do you believe that it would have been best practices to go ahead and secure that footage so we don't have to take anybody's word for it? We could actually look at the footage ourselves.
I didn't do that.
Do you think that would have been best practices to do that, just to have belt and suspenders? So there's no question about whether or not that camera that's facing, at least it's facing directly across the street, might have captured something of
Look how
interest
he's
on the
shaking
morning
his head
of January
now.
29th, 2022.
To me, there was no expectation that it had captured anything. So I didn't think it was practical.
So because of your expectation, you didn't seek the footage and you didn't secure the footage.
Because of my knowledge and expectation, yes.
And you now know that that footage is gone.
Witness after witness has taken the stand and willingly shredded their own credibility, as a detective, as a police officer, and as human beings. One after another, they've chosen to act like they're completely incompetent, as if their absurd decisions and contradictions are somehow normal procedure. What they may not realize is that these decisions will follow them for the rest of their lives. The lies, the gaslighting, the willful ignorance, it doesn't end when the trial does. Credibility is very easy to lose and nearly impossible to recover.
I don't think that AJ can show this, and quite frankly, everything that let me get out of this a second here, and I want to like this for Richie. Okay, so quite frankly, everything that AJ does now, he has to have permission. Do you think Bravo is right, Richie? Do we really honestly think that Bev is going to let him do anything? No. She won't allow it. No. I want you to know something. What do you think the odds are? Now, I'm not saying anything. I'm not accusing anybody. What do you think the odds are that the jury is not watching maybe a few little things? I got Petey. I wonder that. Because you see, oh my, I do too. I love him. Because you see, there's been mentioned many times on the stand by different witnesses about how this whole thing is all over social media. Sarge said it. Kelly Devers said it. Blowout certainly knows. They did last year. And I mean, are we going to say that they've been just kept in a bubble somewhere during last year? And now they're here and they just don't know anything that's going on? Of course, pardon me, of course they do. You know, really? I think that we would really be fooling ourselves if we thought that they were not running into it. How can you not? You can't watch the news. You can't watch YouTube. You can't watch the talkie tick. You can't watch any of these other things that are happening and going on. And what in the absolute heck? I think that they know. I think they know what they're facing. And I'm going to tell you, pardon me, I know also that this past jury is probably feeling a tremendous amount of guilt. I certainly would be. A tremendous amount of guilt. I would be. But here's what I want to tell you. When this is over, don't believe that it's over. Because these people are going to relax. No matter what happens, they're going to relax a little bit because they're going to think it's over. Even if Karen gets a not guilty. Because they're not going to bring in third-party culprit. So Uncle Brian's off the hook. And they're probably thinking that the ice cream men, if you know, you know, are going to disappear into the background. No, they're not. No, they're watching. No, and who's to say if they don't have simultaneous investigations? The DH, they're not limited to one investigation. They can have an investigation over here, an investigation over here, an investigation over here. We don't know. But this is what I want to encourage you. When this is over, these bad actors, these culprits who did this to John, they're not getting away with it. They're going to be watched. They're on the watch list. When you're on the watch list, even though you might think it's over, they can pop up at any time. Hello. And all it's going to take is somebody like Colin to be getting on social media and be flapping his little gums, because he started doing that before. And they're going to be watching. Now, here's what I really want you to know. They also, back in the day, watched Al Capone. Al Capone could never be caught. Why? It's not because they didn't know what happened. It's that the DOJ can take, and the feds can take as much time as they want, because when they prosecute you, they have the goods on you, and you ain't getting away. And there will be somebody else coming up with Sandra Birchmore. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's a whole other little reading. But as far as all this is concerned, just because they may not have the absolute cut and dried evidence, they know. So what are they going to do? They're going to sit and they're going to wait. And what are they going to do? They're going to start watching their finances. Who's a pay for play? Who's getting overpaid? Who all of a sudden received a large amount of money into their accounts? You see, when you think you're in the clear is when you start letting your guard down. And then one day, one day it'll be, FBI, open up! And they better have their little tidy whities on, because once they get you, you ain't going back home. So that's going to be a day that we can all be watching. And that's why I said it's not going to be over. When this is over for Karen, it ain't going to be over. It ain't going to be over for them. And we're going to just watch. And a little boy, tough boy like Colin, who is of age, I mean, if you want advice, Colin, the only thing that I can say is don't drop your soap, buddy. You'll be initiated almost immediately. Hate to be so bombastic, but I can't wait for that day. So there's something that I want to talk to you about here now. We're going to do some EVPs. But I gotta talk to you about something, because something came up, and I just really need to talk to you about it real briefly. And then we're going to do a little while for some EVPs. A long time ago, when I had this remote with John, and he tapped on my shoulder and said, "Come on," I felt, remember the old, what were they called? They're the Christmas Carol, where the angel would grab Scrooge by the nightgown and be taking him along. Well, that's kind of how I felt. So, he talked to me about his liver. Now, the ME, Miss Irene, Dr. Irene, I'm gonna say it there, no disrespect, because I'm the last name butcher. So, Dr. Irene, yeah, I saw that song. Okay. So anyway, he was talking about his liver. And Dr. Irene said she didn't see anything in the liver. Well, my darlings, let me clue you in a little bit about the liver and spirituality. Cirrhosis of the liver will scar the liver. But if he had a fatty liver, if he had any other type of liver problem, we don't know. Scortibello, I know. Dr. Irene Scortibello. And we don't know because quite frankly, she found the heart problem that he had, and he had a widowmaker. I don't know if you know that or not, but that heart problem, I'm so sorry. Tickle, tickle. Dr. Irene Scortibello found the widowmaker. So that in itself was kind of like, okay. But now, hold on a minute. I'm falling. I'm falling here. Hello. And 85% occlusion. That's correct. But he kept talking to me. Oh boy, I'm going to be in trouble if I can't get my hair back up. All right. So when he was talking to me about his liver, you see, the liver in spirituality is one of the it's the organ that is your filter system. You can't live without your liver. And it's your body situation, but it also harbors anger, upset on a spiritual level. Pardon me. Yes, he had a heart condition, an 85% occlusion, that it was called the widowmaker, which certainly, now I'm going to say, and it was undiagnosed, that's right, but I'm also going to say that certainly didn't help him when everything was going down. Would he have survived? Maybe, but he would probably have never come back to be the person that he was. Sadly, my hair is falling. But otherwise, sadly, here we go, Zelda. Here we go. Just put it up. Who at this point, just grab and go. It's a grab and go. Here we go. Hello. I look like I belong in a barnyard now. So at this point, when he's talking to me about his liver, I think he knew, spiritually speaking now, it was undiagnosed. So sadly enough, yeah, it was from Dr. Scortibello's, and it's in the notes too. I'm sorry. Yeah. He had the widowmaker, but it did not show a heart attack. Now that and alone, if he was outside for a long time, and because her notes said hypothermia, that would have it would have been bad news. But the liver has intrigued me. So I just wanted to let you know, going forward, that he has talked to me about the liver. And I believe it's because on a spiritual realm, the liver holds, it holds a lot, but it holds anger and depression. And of course, drinking does not help. So I just wanted to put that out there for you, because we don't know what we're going to hear. Pardon me. Hello. Okay, my darling. Thank you so much, my darlings, for being here. Thank you, my darling. You guys are great. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I'm almost to the point where it's such a pain in the crack. And it's getting hot. I'm to the point where I might just want to just, if I wore some wigs, I could be a different woman every day. You never know what Zelda's going to do. I got my braid mows right. Was it on Cross? No, I don't remember, but I think if you Google it, you could probably see her notes. And there's an episode I think that one of the news outlets had where she was describing what he had. So, and it was like shocking. It was shocking. There was a question here that I wanted to put up here. Let me see. Yeah. I mean, my son said, Mom, why do you have your hair long? Because you wear it up. So why not just cut it? What's different? You have to be a woman to understand that you have long hair and you wear it up and you feel great. But if you have short hair, you can't wear it up and then hello. But I know. Have you seen some of these wigs on the Talkie Tick? Hello. Like gorgeous. I could be like, hello, throw and go every day. Who needs to mess? Right? Hello. Take a shower, let it go. Go somewhere, throw and go. Put it up. Who knows? I'm to the point where I don't care. All right, throw and go. That's it. Throw and go. I am to the age I don't give a flip. I'm not here to impress anyone. So there we are. I love being able to use hair clips for a little decoration. That's right. Now, I used to wear my hair in a very short pixie. But as I got older, it showed a lot of things that, like little right here and, whatever. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, my darlings. Let me see. Yes, Kylie, it's true. I'm a pharmacy tech, so I know this. Oh, what do you know? Let me back up. I'm missing something, and I need some tea. What do you know, my darling? What do you know? If you're a pharmacy tech, Miss Tilly. Oh, yes, hello. Oh, I know wigs are hot. I wore wigs for years and years. But, hey. Thank you, my darling. Okay, now, 53, I don't care, right? I don't wear makeup every day. I used to go through the, having the lashes and all this stuff. I wear glasses. Here's the thing. You can't really see my eyes anyway because of my glasses. So why, hello? If I'm at home, I don't wear makeup. So there we are. All right. Miss Tilly, where's the tea, my darling? Ruthie, right? And I kind of like me being blonde. I don't know if any of you see me blonde, but I mean, good grief, you can buy these beautiful wigs these days. I mean, you just don't know. If you see me one day coming in with all this beautiful, looking like I had a blowout, you'll know what I did. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah. What are we looking at? All you pharmacy techs in here, spill the tea for us, please. Please, please. We need to know. Zelda, where are our crowns? I don't know. I saw where they were giving crowns out to the people that were like very engaging. And I don't know what happened to them. You guys had them one night, and it's like, hello, you don't have them anymore. It's like, what? Wait, what? Where are they? Where are they? Where'd they go? All right, we need to see what our pharmacy tech people have in here. It's in my studio. Okay, we have crowns. Okay, Jerry says that we have crowns. Okay, I'm jealous. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody did something here. Somebody said something about a poll. What poll? Is someone working the poll, or do we need to put a poll up? Good for you, Kylie. Go feel good. That's what, to me, that's what it's all about. Feel good about yourself. Oh, here we are. V, Zelda, you wanted to do a messy Jesse suggested for a poll. Oh, okay. What poll do we need? Okay, I have my hair purple. Listen, there was a day when, back in the day there, when I was a real slick little chick and younger, could get away with it. I had my hair black with this deep blue. You couldn't see it, but if I got out in the sun, it would reflect a little bit like the old Superman comics. You know how he would have his hair black and you'd see a little bit of blue? It literally was gorgeous. I'm not in the same age group anymore, so we will not be doing that. The crowns. Lady Zelda, maybe it's on this side. I think it's just on my side. I'm not sure. I'll look at True Oracle and see what are we missing. We may have to be. So if you do me a favor, because we need to get True Oracle over there, over here. I'm watching you in my chat as well. We need to get up to 4,000. Let's go. We need 4,000 subscribers. It's free to subscribe. We'd love to have you. And the reason, we're going to have a big giveaway when we get 4,000, because 4,000 is kind of like a milestone. And I'm on my way to 10,000. And hopefully with these lives and everything else that we're doing, we're going to get to 10,000, because I want our attorney friends and some other people. And I have invited the folks from Calling All Beings to come over and visit one of these days. And I'm going to tell you what, when all of this is over, we may have to have another fundraiser for Karen, because the girl's got to live. She's got to live. Everybody goes home. I'm going to tell you something. This will be the hardest part for her. She's been with these people for years. When she walks away from this and everybody goes home, that's when it's all going to hit her. This young lady will be like, what nightmare have I just wakened up to? So there we are. I told my nieces about you. They watch you also. Purple Ninja. Well, hello, Purple Ninja nieces. Welcome, welcome. Okay, my darlings. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, Zelda, yes, my darling. Did you think about retired Sergeant Peter Murphy on it as a guest? I haven't. I'm being a little cautious because, some people don't like this gig, and I want to be respectful to them because, it is what it is, and whatever, right? But I would love to have him on. I would love to have the LV guys on. I would love to have a lot of people on. So I've got a particular guest that I'm going to be asking. We don't know. So we'll see. Okay, my darlings, this is what I want to do. Everybody get ready. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me just take a very quick break. When we come back, we're going to do some EVPs. And then we're going to see. Tomorrow I will be doing another video, and I'm going to get an idea about where we are in the jury realm. Okay? So here we go, my darlings. Hang out now. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk about blowouts. Should I go the wig route? That maybe I need to put that poll up in my chat. What do you think? Should I put that poll up in my chat? I think I should. Wait, give me a second. I need a poll. And I'm not going to work anything. Don't get excited. Don't. I need to put a poll up. Should I go? I'm just going to say, should I be the throw and go? That's what I'm going to do. Should I have throw and go? Should I be throw and go? I have, it takes you 50 years. Hello, that was me talking. All right, so I have to do that. Get my own channel up here. Let me see. A poll. Start a poll. Here we are. Should Zelda be throw and go? Throw and go means doing the wig route. Yes, no, or who knows? There we are. We're starting the poll. Get ready, my darlings. Here we are. Answer at your own risk. So it's in the chat now. Y'all have fun answering throw and go. And I need to take a little break. Too much tea. Need to take a little break. Talk amongst yourselves. And I'll see you just in a minute. I'll put a little bit of music on for you. All right. And I'll be right back. Hello, my darlings. I'm back. Off goes the music, and here we are. We have a new member. Hello, Messy Jessie. Thank you so much. I know who you are. Bless you, and thank you so much for allowing me to have just a little break. Marisma. Option 4, add a weave to barrettes, put where you want, what colors, wrap around a ponytail for styling. You guys need to be my crowd control, my bus drivers, my image consultants, all these things. I'm down. Thank you so much. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Messy Jessie is a member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Super Kitties, last EVP session, Jack equals B. Albert Jr. Heather was Ryan, girlfriend in truck to pick up sister. One of these days, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the pickup. After this is over, we're going to talk about that. There we go. After this is gone. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Somebody put on here. You forgot us over here. Oh, I don't know if I can put a poll over here. Let me see. I can. Well, my goodness. Thank you for calling me out on this. Okay. Should Zelda throw and go? I apologize. How could I have done such a thing? And who cares? Okay, last one I put out there. Who cares? Sit down, demon. There we go. We started the poll on your side too. There we are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll see how everything is going out. We need to hang out. Zelda, you're beautiful just the way you are. Thank you, little misfit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I never want to grow old. Well, honey, I don't either. Listen, look who's here. It's Sam Miami. Let's just hope she don't sneeze on me tonight. All right. That's what Botox is for. Honey, listen. Maybe we need to talk sometime. Who knows? Listen, let me see how many people we have in here. 316. Please give me a like, subscribe. Please give True Oracle a like and subscribe. We have 35 people on the Fate and Fortune with True Oracle. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. And if some of you can walk both ways, what's that song? Talk both ways, walk both ways, and be on there. Yes, 75% yes on the Fate and Fortune. And what do we have over here? Oh boy, it's a big fat tie getting up there. We're running neck to neck on the throw and go on the poll here. Hello. Who knows? Okay. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much. Bent Hook watched a True Oracle today. Fabulous. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Thank you. You can't see the poll. It is pinned at the top of the chat, my darling, on both channels. Pinned at the top. Okay. Get ready. I'm going to get ready. I'm about ready to sneeze because of this person. I tell you what, I had a migraine yesterday. Let me see. I want to make sure that this looks good before I put it up here. There we are. Are you ready, everybody? Here we go. Sambo. Get down, Angel. All right. Here we are, my darlings. Get ready. I sit this back just a little bit. Here we are. Oh, hi. Oh, there's a version update. Would you like to learn about? No, I don't want to learn about that. Oh, wait, I don't want this one. We don't want that. Okay. Let's see. What's going on with the EVPs tonight? Welcome, each and every one of you. Welcome, welcome. Here we go with the EVPs. Let's get started. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. Here we are. Let's see what the energy is. And I got to, you got to see this energy going here. It is like hello. If you hear laughing and everything else, my son is in a tournament playing zombies. And I'm jealous. I want to play zombies. Hey, John. Here we are. We are grounded. You know it's your energy only. We command each and every one of you who is not John to buzz off and be gone. You're not welcome here. We're asking, I don't know what you got into, Sam. We're asking you to give us your insight, all this other. Betty. Who's Betty? Who is Betty? Right? Please say Flying Lexus. Please say, we don't know who Betty is. It's okay. We'll take your word for it. We don't know Betty. How about, can you tell us? No, sorry. I'm pushing cats off. They gravitate to this energy. So you see here, because it's like, oh, well, mommy's got the EVP. There's John. He plays with us. Come on in. Hello. Betty is a short for Elizabeth. Thomas Beatty. Use. Why are we not hearing anything? Oh. Give me a second, my darlings. It's because I got my sound off. Hello. I'm trying to do this. I'll catch you up if anything is kicking. All right. Zelda. There we go. I don't want that on there. I don't want that white noise. It affects me right now. Betty Spaghetti was one of my nicknames growing up. There we go. I had a huge migraine yesterday. It almost took me out, down for the count. Here we go. Another word. Widely. John was rocking out to Taylor Swift. Bent hook, my darling. This is, look at the cats. That could be your sister. Close. Yes, Strawberry Moon is good. Wildly long time. I thought about that in the Sally Port too. Oh, look at this energy. Own. Yeah, they're going to have to own what's going on. Case closed. That's right. Okay. Alignment. Arca. Because I know that Arca is going to talk about the alignment, what is going on with, because you know, That's not a straight road. If she did this back, she would have had to go up over the curb. It would have shown. They're going to show all this. Tire alignment. I'll bet you. Zelda, Elizabeth comes up a lot. Drive Elizabeth Lapasa. Oh, she's the ME, right? Karen said Tuesday, defense is done. Well, I don't know about that. I think it may take until at least Wednesday, maybe Thursday. I hope they're done. Kelly, I'm with you. I feel very positive, but you know, we have to be here. Hear ye, hear ye. But we have to be realistic because we won't know until we know. Okay, so my darling here had this question. What am I using? Wow. Hello. Hello. Van. Okay. Wow. Translation. We hear you in court with the sirens, John. Whoa. Don't blow up my thing. Good. Okay. Translation good. I love this app. Yeah, I like this is one of my favorites. When I'm going out and doing other things, I use other ones. But this is the best. Check this energy out. Hello. Evely. Evely. Wow, that's a word, isn't it? Sam, you got your little fingernail in me. We hear you in court. And Standing Stone says the same thing. We hear you in court, my darling. They're not going to call Proctor, Kelly. I'm sorry, but they're not. And because I'm going to tell you, I think they would be looking at a disaster if they did. You think Kelly Devers was a disaster conception? Yeah. Proctor, it's better to keep him the mystery man and not allow the prosecution to make excuses because they would. And that will plant enough dirty seed into the jury. We cannot take that chance. I've always said I didn't think so. I hope not. And I don't think that I know they're not going to call Higgy. I know they're not going to call Brian Albert. I know Proctor. They're going to call the important. No Higgy, no any of them. They're going to have their day. There's going to be a day where these people are called. We're not going to see it. Defense case translates good to jury. I think so. But I don't think they should take the risk. It is a huge risk to call. And yeah, I would like to see Pooper get on the stand. But hello, we already have a very biased judge, an extremely biased prosecutor that's going to make all kinds of excuses and throw Karen completely under the bus. Can we take a chance like that? I never would. The missing person would be Proctor. Educational. It is educational. We've learned a lot. The missing person would be Proctor. Why? Well, Proctor should have been on the prosecution side. And defense is not going to call him. So that's the missing witness, meaning why was all this big talk about Proctor? And he was such a good guy and did what he was supposed to do. But why didn't the prosecution call him? That makes him a missing witness. It doesn't mean that he's missing that's my understanding. I'm not a lawyer now, but that's my understanding of how it goes. Ben Hook, I love it. I'm teaching my son that we all live frequency, and this helps. We know when frequency shifts, and I want him to not fear, but embrace and listen. There is a one of the lives that I did, my darling, it's been probably 2, 3, maybe 4 ago. You might want to look back. I talked about the EVPs and how they are based on a binary system only. And the binary is fed through these systems because they're set up to translate the translation. To translate the binary into words. That's how this happens. You see all these little thingies up here? That's all frequency that it goes through. So I think that's great. I mean, your son, it's great. But if you would want to watch that, it's like in the beginning of one of those. And I talk about it a lot and really get down deep into how it works. And that's in my intro. When you see all the binary, that's all this is. We're on a binary system and it'll never change. Who is the missing? Proctor is the missing witness. Proctor is the missing witness. I don't think they're going to rest by Tuesday. I think Karen said Tuesday or Wednesday, but I think we're going to have something. Pardon me. I think we're going to have something. Sammy, I'll tell you what. I don't know how a cat can just sit here and it makes me feel like Pigpen. You know, remember Charlie Brown where all the stuff was floating? That's how I feel with this chick here. But I love her and I don't want her to go anywhere. That's how the missing witness works. It's not addressed until the end during the jury instruction type, before that type stuff. What do we need to hear, Amanda? What did you hear? Mary Lewis, yes, my darling. I did say the 14th, 15th, 18th, and 23rd. So we have the 14th, 15th, 18th, and 23rd were the days that were coming up for me in the cards. Patricia White, so true about the liver. My brother died from it, and one other friend who never drank, but I had a lot of mental pain. Listen, my mother died of cirrhosis. She never drank a drop in her life. She was a teetotaler, but it was caused by hepatitis type B that went unnoticed, undiagnosed, and it turned into craziness. And back then, there wasn't that many celebration. Yep. Okay, so we're going to have a celebration from your lips to God's ear. Hello. So back then, there weren't that many treatments. No homeopathy, no, none of that. It was horrible to see her go through it. She was young. Oh, I think you're hearing my son because he's in a gaming tournament and I can hear him and he's probably picking up. So that's probably what it is. Tilly 444. I'm really scared for Karen, how powerful these people are, much influence they have. God bless Karen. She is in it. I'm not scared. I'm concerned, healthy concern, but I also know the truth is going to set her free. Look at this. Hello, energy process. It is a process. That's right. We have to go through this process. I do feel that we're going to be celebrating. Maybe, because I have stuff here that talks in microphones. So maybe it is. I beyond. A celebration beyond. Listen, the bells will be ringing. Trust the process. Thank you, Marie. Trust the process. The bells will be ringing when Karen walks away from this free and they have to set her free. Honey, it's not that. It's not that. It's a huge risk. The same thing with Higgy ship. His ship was come in. And he's going to answer for that. Believe me. I'm sure he's on the watch list. He's going to answer. It's not done. I would never put him on the prosecution list, including Higgy. If we had, or on the defense, on the witness stand, if we had a prosecution that were professional lawyers, sorry, tickle. Kelly Devers was almost a disaster. And I can tell you the way that Bev is so biased, they probably would not allow him to bring up a lot of things about Proctor. And I can tell you, they're also not going to be including, the third-party culprit. And I wouldn't either. Brady, it's a Brady violation. We've got Brady violations with all over the place with this case. That's right. It's a Brady. Flutist. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere watching for me. John's agreeing with me. There you go, Kelly. Well, you know what? I'm glad because listen, I understand. And in any other circumstance, I would be saying, get that loser on the stand. But that scares me for Karen. That would scare me. Karen testifying, she'd better not. Because this prosecutor will twist her into a knot. She thinks she can handle him. He hates her. And when somebody like this who has power hates you, all she'd have to do is make a mistake and violate her bond. And she's in the pokey. I wouldn't. I know spirits love cats. Yes, my cats love. Whoa. Pippi Longstocking, my darling. You're absolutely right. Fake. The jury does see it. The jury sees it. Bobby Darin's best song. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Big. Me too. There's an explanation for the basement. Wow. Just wow. Basement and an explanation. Here comes another one. I have goosebumps. I have chills right now, my darling, because we're just letting him talk. And sometimes we get the best EVPs by just saying, talk. Tell us what you need to know. Tell us. Tell us everything. Wow. Basement. Hello. Rule. What type of rule? There's going to be an explanation about the basement. Yeah, my darlings, it's coming. I'm serious. It is coming. You're going to see. So what is it? You've mentioned the basement before. What can you tell us about? Is there anything you want to tell us about the basement? Is there anything like that you want us to know? Rosebud, you're absolutely correct. What a sleazeball If you are watching, Hank, how dare you hurt those 2 young lives by saying what you did? Designate. Wow. Over here. Stop. Aw. Aw. Hi, Leah. All Hank does on the stand when he's crosses is examining cartoon. Yeah, Hank does look like a cartoon. Examining it accused other people of nefarious things that he has done himself. That's right. Big fat liar. Colon. What about colon? But see, that is Hank's MO poster. That's Hank's MO. I want you to know that. He wants to tick people off so they lose their cool. He loves that. He doesn't care. He lets all this fly off of his back like water on a duck. Quack. I heard Yannetti may do the closing, but I think AJ should. Yannetti is awesome, but I think AJ should do it. Unless he is excellent with the experts, but AJ will knock this out of the park. I agree. I love them all. Yannetti is the most soft-spoken. Root. What's the root cause? Is it a root cause? The root. Rule. Boys in blue have rules. Yeah. Absolutely. Elmer Fudd. Not the truth. Okay, Pee Wee Herman. Horton, here's a who. Who? Hooty hoot. That's what I'm saying. Let's just get Hank a whoopee cushion. That, you know, you'll see him go crazy. And how do I know that? Well, it's because when Karen glared at him the other day in court, he stopped what he was doing. Stopped him in his tracks. Hello. She gave him the stink eye. Root of all evil, maybe. Yes. Root of the matter. Very good. Bent Hook, you're right. The jury loves Jackson. They do. I've heard that. I feel like AJ should do it. He did the opening. That's correct. Whoop whoop. Rude. Mine just said moon tattoo. Do you think it's listening to me? I wish we could share photos in YouTube chat. That would be best. I don't know. I don't know. For me, a lot of times what works for me is when I don't ask a lot of questions. And the reason being is because the energy that is left behind, and that's what this is, cannot reason to a certain degree. And as far as John is concerned, I believe that he was aware, but I mean, he didn't know what hit him. He was jumped. And in circumstances like that, your mind has to reconcile, because when I saw him standing in the hospital, the root cause, yes. When I saw John standing in the hospital across from me, there was this confusion. It was confusion as to, I mean, think about it. You're there. He sees me. I see him. No one else sees him. No one else is seeing me. A cop comes in and pats him down with a glove on his hand and open hand like this. And you see your body laying on a gurney. talk about mess with you. And that's an energy that's on the other side. So it's not, that energy does not reason like we do, like here, because it's missing. That's why we have to depend on the binary frequency to bring these words in. And quite frankly, my darlings, some of these words are, I've been doing this for decades, and this stuff, I mean, I started out when I was with the, and warned against not doing it, but I did it anyway. When I was studying with the Edgar Cayce Foundation. So we didn't have this stuff back then. All we had was a Fisher-Price cassette player that was for one of the guy's little kids, and a cassette. And we picked, you would not believe the stuff that we picked up. And the Polaroid cameras and other cameras that we had to have our film developed, and we set our ASA to 100. And so it was completely different than this, but I have not seen words coming out like this thing. I'm surprised in a long time. In a long time. V, were you able to tell if his jean pocket was torn? Yes, it was. And that was the same pocket that he put his phone in the waterfall. We have 357 viewers and 42 with fate and fortune. Please do us a favor, my darlings, and give us a thumbs up, like the stream, if you will. It just really helps us. And in the long run, it helps Karen. And how does it help Karen? Get the word out. Get the word out. That's what we're here for. Get the word out. Checking things. Etch. Etch a sketch. Etch. What's etched? I know what I mean by etching. When I do my nails, I will turn this on. And I call when you take your little file, you etch the nail in the direction that it goes. I'm always saying etch, etch. Okay, so what does this mean? What is about the nail? You know, my question is this. Did they clean under his nails? I think they did. But shouldn't he have DNA, or were they already cleaned? Because quite frankly, you can tell when DNA has been wiped. Unless somebody's really, really good at it. Etched in stone. I love that. Etched in the basement floor. Loving that too. That's right, little misfit. And thanks for bringing that up, because the jury can't reconcile this. All they know is they are accusing her of doing this, but how? How did all these shards, 23 of them out of 47, fit together? What do those missing pieces go to? And then there's a reflection, so they're lying about the glass, Adam Lally. Thank you. They're lying about the glass on the back bumper, and it took Alessi to say, that's a reflection on the back bumper. That's not two. That's not two pieces of glass. It's the same glass. Hello. It's black. It's reflecting. Hello. I've got cop stories. Someday I'll tell you mine. Adam Lally. He's got a lot to answer to. He's the one who allowed the Sallyport video to come in. I get that too. And I've been through that. That's actually pretty awesome. Thank you to each and every, and thanks, Fade. Fade can be a haircut. Fade can be fading away. Did you fade? Did your energy fade? Did you feel yourself fading? Fade is etched into, it's already done. Their fate. Fade cut. Lolly is fading. This is going to fade away some century. Listen, long after I'm gone, my darlings, you all will be coming around, and we will be, well, I'll be coming through the EVP and saying, hello, you remember me? Throw and go girl, wig, glasses. Little Misfit, good night, darling. Must Canadian stuff. Love you, love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I hope John rests. This is his energy. I think John is gone. So this is residual, and that's what really surprises me. The first night I heard the story on the Boston, I was like, WTF, right? Then I hear feds involved. I picture those two courts and dark aura there. Yep. Dispute. Okay. Wally and his baby shark haircut. Baby shark. Antoinette, love you. Hanky case is fading right in front of him. Yes, it is. Thank you for that. And welcome in here, darling. Higgy's gate. The gates of the hot place. Credibility. Yeah, 0. 0 credibility. Hi there, Luna. Good evening, ladies in chat. Just tuning in from Sam's swim practice. Well, welcome. Hope Sam's doing well. Welcome. That's exactly, Jocelyn, thank you. That's exactly the indication that I was given. Up through the bulkhead and back around the house and took him out the back gate. At 34 Fairview, Serenity, the Serenity Prayer, the Serenity gate on the fence. Yeah, you guys are getting it. Listen, I wouldn't want to be with, I don't think I would have a better group of sleuthies than you guys. This is so awesome. You could tell by Lolly's change on the cross. Let me see. Yep, 0 is right. Oh no, you could tell by Lolly's change on cross that he was putting the droopy dog act on. I know. Pitiful. I'm going to tell you what. I wonder how these ADAs, these other generals feel about. I want to know how these other generals feel about this dude stepping in, never a prosecutor in his life, making $1 million on something that should never have been brought forward to begin with. How many of these generals do you think disagree with this? I think many. Miss Luna became a member. Thank you so much, honey. I know you love it here. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. That's wonderful. Thanks again. And maybe Mrs. Chung saw them dragging him to the front yard. I've always said that there was a Gladys Kravitz, Mrs. Kravitz, who was watching out the window. I mean, she took pictures out the window. But at this point, I know what they're doing. They don't want to drag this. They can see that the jury is getting tired. We've been through 6 weeks with the prosecution and 38 witnesses. I sure as heck don't remember 38 witnesses. Do you? They were not impressive, except for everything that they did wrong. So, Groovy, just think someday when they do a movie and 2 or 3, and I'm sure they will, they all will make Bev and the CW into total witches. Can't you just wait for that day? She will go to her grave with that reputation and fame. Whoop, whoop. Painter. Yeah, I'm sure that they painted the downstairs. This little stuff can fly all over the place. Of course. That makes a lot of sense in the basement. Standing stones, 2 back gates left the side and over the garage, and I think they used the garage side. Maybe. Look at this energy. Till. What's till? Till the end of time. When the mountains reach the shore. Ravine. Is there some kind of a... Those are my cats wiggling. Is there some type of ravine around there? I don't know who will be called tomorrow. I wonder if they even know. I don't think they'll have ARCA because that means they have to stay for them to be there over the weekend. Pepper. You're a pepper, I'm a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I had gifted member and just had to rejoin. Well, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it so much. When you rejoin, it helps so much. It really does. It'd be such a slap in the face. There are 50 ADAs who are there that said nope, right? Imagine how they're looking. And at this point, I don't think Lolly could say no. I don't think Lolly... Someone just sent me a Venmo, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. I got to plug this in. Hold on. Oh, something came to mind, and I don't want to say it, so I'm not going to. Wait till you see Karen when she's not guilty walking out of that courtroom. There will be an eruption of emotion. I know I will. I don't remember what I said, my darling. When I do these readings, I don't retain them. I just do them, and except for the remote stuff and the paranormal stuff, and that's a different story. I do read my... If you watch Microdots about the police station parking lot when Higgins was with the car, people said they saw something move in the Jeep. Was it a dog or was it? It was nothing. It was nothing. It was a reflection of a light. It wasn't anything. Richie told me it wasn't anything. They would know if it were something. We would know that if there were something in the Jeep, they're going to point it out. You think that, believe me, the feds have Ring camera. The feds know everything that's going on. They're going to go through this process. They're not going to just jump in because, first of all, they can't. It's state fed. But watch what happens. Yes, and to the yes, they do. As far as I know, I'm not a lawyer, but as far as I know, they have to disclose who is, so the prosecution and the judge can prepare. So they do have to deal. Well, we know Karen's not taking a deal, so I guess somebody else will have to. Because it's day for day in the Fed pen. There's no good time. I'm going to be excited to see what's going on with Matthew Farwell. Crystal, Look at that face. All I remember is lies from the CW witnesses, right? Right? Hello. It's true. Oh, hi there, darling. Look at that. Doesn't she look cute? I love that hair. Rolled strong. So were you rolled? No. Did you roll? Was there something that you rolled over? Bev is making it longer by taking days off. Well, she took today off saying that it was hot. Whatever. This was to give Hanky some much needed time to recover because he was made a fool of in court by trying to strong arm these people. 356 people watching. Please do me a favor and like. And 41 at Fate and Fortune. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we've got polls up in each chat. Will John's family finally come around? No. No. I think her dad and I think Aaron, but or his dad rather, his dad, Mr. O'Keefe. But as far as an Aaron, Paul's wife, I wonder as I wander out under the sky. I don't think the O'Keefe, they hate her. They will go on a big campaign about how she fooled the jury and how they did this. Watch the trolls have the meltdowns. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I can't wait. She's forensically and factually and physically innocent. So this is going to be interesting. We will be on verdict watch. And the moment they say we will be on verdict watch. Oh, do they need to call the contractor? I don't think they're going to call a contractor. He's a townie anyway. I don't know. Yes, Curvy Cougar, absolutely. Thank you for letting us know that, because that's very true. When you have a fatty liver, it too can transform into sclerosis. So yeah, I think you mean cirrhosis of the liver, I think is what you mean, honey. The remodel. Who is the painter? Contractor is Jill Daniels' boyfriend. He's not going to say a word. That's right, Susie Q. They're all tied in together. I think we're ahead of the game, and I think that's exactly what they feel. And quite frankly, I think this is being structured so Hank might be able to get a little bit of extra time and start with a witness cross-examination tomorrow before the weekend. And I pray to God that they use up the day, because you don't want them. You don't want Hank to be the last word they say over a weekend. I don't think they put him in a Jeep. I'm pretty sure they didn't. What do the people basement tells? They're not going to tell anything because that's Jill Daniels' boyfriend and group. They're not going to say anything. Nick Marathis owns a flooring company. Maybe he knows something. Evidence is in the ravine. Could be. Purple Ninja, that's good. Till the ground in the ravine. That's right. You can till ground. That's right. I wonder too. I haven't heard anyone say who they're calling tomorrow. I think they're strategic. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be ARCA, because ARCA is going to take a minute, and they don't want to put up ARCA. I mean, think of the expenses for ARCA to come one day and then have to spend the night, spend the weekend, and come back. That's 2 days of expenses. I'm probably going to say fresh as a daisy Monday. ARCA, if I were them, I would leave ARCA to the very last. Because Hank is going to, call it firm. Hank is going to call people in anyway to refute it, right? A rebuttal. And you want that fresh so the jury can say, Hank, please go somewhere else in the room. Leah, they did fill the pool, but that was his brothers, and they filled theirs too. But there's nothing there. I'm positive, because the feds were already at 34 Fairview. Do you remember? Because they changed out the bulkhead door, and Alan Jackson showed Brian Albert and said, "Do you recognize that door?" And Brian acted a little taken back because there was something about that door. So you can believe that they pretty much know. Temperature tomorrow, that's good. Now today, I don't know. You will hear from me. There you go, Shona. I was just thinking about you, and I wanted to thank you for being here, because I know it was early when we started. It was like almost 9 o'clock your time in the morning. You're our future. You are our future. Body temperature, phone temperature. There you go. I'm going to tell you what I think was in the bag. I think it were things, because sometimes agents have to carry survival type things with them, especially in that type of weather, to be prepared. So I think it could have been anything from a small blow up raft to a small pup tent. Liberty, give me liberty or give me death. It could be anything like that, because he brought out, those big long pole brushes. He brought that out as well. Now that would be so good to cover somebody's tracks when they're, because let's think about it. John is 6 foot, what, 1 or 2, 200 and some odd pounds, and considered to be dead weight at that point. He's heavy. The biggest and quickest way to get him out of there is to put him on something and drag him through. And somebody could went behind and shushed up all the snow. But dragging would show. But if you took anything like that, a broom or anything else, and went out there, and because remember, it was snowing. So it's going to cut, and they didn't even check it. They did not check it for footprints or anything else like that. So, if it showed or not. He showed me in towels. He showed me that it was in towels. It could have been a flag. Look, club, right. They do have, it's their little club that they have. Club. It is, okay, wait a minute, where am I? The flag, that's right. Anne says, it is still warm here in Worcester. I have ceiling fan, but I sit in the screen house in love with this time of night. The peeping frogs and cricket. Oh, I love that. We'll be there. ago. You see, let me check and see. I hope I didn't miss anyone. I did miss some people. Let me handle this before, because in all fairness, thank you, Florida fan, for $20. Very generous. Thank you. On to BB2, 10 memberships. Bless you, my darling. How dare you? $10. That sweet little man was my Frankenstein. Oh, he welcomed Chloe to the other side. Oh, he got his name because he was messed up eye, just like Marty Feldman. Oh, isn't that sweet? That little angel. Okay, so I think I got everybody now. Yes, my darling, we have you. And there, Luna. Okay, so we got everybody. I just didn't want to miss anyone. Agree. Let's see. Susie Q. Okay. Yay. I never got one. There's something that you have to soak. Yeah. It soaked the towels, didn't it? That's hurtful to think of that. There's a way, because there's something that you have to turn on with Google that you can receive a gift membership. And you have to do that otherwise. And I think if you go into, my, where it says join, there may be something where it says receive. I don't know. Our darlings here can probably help you better than me. Soak. I think the soak would be in the towels from what he showed me. Welcher's squelching laptop. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. The Black Ford Edge was the brothers on an emergency sort this mess out mission. They may have had to call in probably someone who wasn't drunk and panicking, right? There's a guy on the Talkie Tick who makes videos kind of like Richie. And I'm telling you, they flippin' well look so real. The gifted memberships are random, but there's something that you have to toggle in Google in order to receive. And then you can, randomly. Oh, I did all that. I just never. Oh, Angel. Well, you just never verbal. We don't know what's coming down the pike. You never know. The soaked towels is what I'm thinking of. Thank you, Bent Hook. I believe that's what he was telling me to. A long, long time ago. I love that song. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Chevy to the levee. The levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye. All right, enough of that. I guess Ireland Connection makes sense. Yes. God forbid. Go click membership on Zelda's site. There's a little thing. Okay. If you go and click the membership on Zelda's site where there's a little thing at the top where it says you can slide to accept them free. I hope that helps. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But she said typically. But she said she's done that. So hopefully she's going to be. Look at this energy. Hello. Don't break my thing here now. We get it. The energy. All right, sis. Hope. We do have a lot of hope. Sissy. Well, Jerry. Hope. Dylan. Who's Dylan? I cut my lawn today and thought of John. Aw. I think of John often. Tilly 445. I never swore pan. I never swore so much until hearing Hank. He had sealed himself a ticket to the dark side, and there's way back.
Sit down, demon.
They all. This is what happens when you have non-believers into a next life, and you don't believe into what can happen. Sam, I don't know what you're doing, Angel, but do we have an issue here? Let me see. You're going to rub your little ear wrong. Let me see. Is there something wrong? Oh. You don't like me doing that? Okay. And he loved his lawn. He loved his lawn. I didn't think that I had people here that long. It's amazing to me that they were here during that time, because I'm imagining it was extremely rough. You know, I was thinking about my ancestors. Wench. Ooh, are we talking about Jen? Jen, hello? Hello? I got to tell you this. John is talking to you on the EVP, right? Oh, that's absolutely true. How do I know that it was you? Because he said wench. Okay, talk to you later. Tell Carrie I said hello. She's a talker. Bye. Coco probably had the washing machine boil water with this stuff. Yeah, super kitties. I'll be, yeah. Bye, Miss American Pie. I finally found the switch to receive the gift memberships. Yay! Only took me 2 months. Oh, bless you, my darling. I hate that beeping. Well, let's turn it off for a bit. But it's a way for us to tell when something is happening. But I think it's bothering my kitties too. So we'll leave it off for a minute. Yes, the memberships are all random. Thanks, Andrea. Look how pretty you look. Angel. Mrs. K. What about the jury? Sense any place? No, I think they're going to be very careful. And I think people are watching. See, that's the whole thing. People are watching. There's a process to this. Got to catch them red-handed. So, yeah. Can you imagine how different this trial would be if Lucky reported the Ford Edge to be moved? Can you imagine how different this would be if Karen went in the house with John? I have a feeling I know why Karen said those things to John on the voicemails. I have a little feeling, and I can't talk about it here. Maybe someday we'll get to talk about it. We might get to talk about it someday, because you know, their talk, blowout. Did somebody say, we went driving down the road the other day, we had a flat tire. Matt said something about a blowout. I had to make an appointment. Can we make it core like a chunk? No. That's it called. That's the only noise we have. We can try another one in a minute if you want to. I have to do stuff to make you guys laugh because, you know, it gets tense. Winch, right? Hello. If Lucky had reported Edge, it would have been deleted. Yeah, I think, yeah. Seat 1, non-note taker, same seat as trial 1. Mrs. K says. A personal area network for connecting devices. Kim, she's the walking thesaurus. Thank you so much. How do these people sleep? You know, once you embark on this type of lifestyle, once you do that, it only takes one time, and it's so dangerous you can't get out. There's a way out, but it's a life sentence. But they don't realize this is a life sentence any way you look at it. And do you think this life sentence is going to be bad? Wait till this is all over. Wait till the day they transition and go. They will be facing John. And he will be waiting. You know, it says that Christ is our advocate. That means Christ will be the lawyer this time. And Hanky won't get away with his stuff. And it will be John facing them and cutting him. You know, and they will be asking, what about this? And in that realm, there's no lying. So it all has to come out. Listen, we're all going to see it. These type of things. I mean, I'll be in the John O'Keefe line while I'm waiting to see wherever Coliseum I'm going to be in. I'm going to go to this one, get my little spiritual popcorn, get my little spiritual tea from the Golden Arches Supper Club. I doubt they have one there. We will hear some angels singing, and then the trials start, and they will be sentenced. That would be the trial that I'm scared to bloody death over. We're also going to see the one where Matthew Farwell and will be facing Sandra and her little sweetheart, waiting on him. Can you imagine? I'm going to tell you what, Field, I would be scared to die. And if they're not, they better make things right. Because while there is forgiveness, we still have to know there are still things. Wenchler. Yeah, Wenchler, Dr. Wenchler. Oh, sorry, Jen, that wasn't you. Can you imagine if dog wasn't let out to pee by birthday boy? Arca, Dr. Wenchler. Field. What field are we talking about? Are we talking about the medical field? Are we talking about the data field? Oh, greetings. Hi, Ellen. From 128. Just spent hours on it. Hi. It was about John mentioned a ship, wench, Navy ship. Doesn't BA have son in the service? Showing the pictures to Brian. You know, I want to know where the sister is. What's the sister got to be thinking about all this? Her bros. Did they post their upside down pineapples? Right. I think he knew something was wrong and he kept her from going in by arguing. Well, I think that he knew something was going wrong. I think that he knew something was going wrong, but I think that, you know, alcohol can make you 10 feet tall and bulletproof, you know. And I really believe that, of course, he didn't think any of this. Nobody really, I don't think, thought this was going to happen. It got out of hand. Alcohol is a huge factor because they had been drinking for 24 hours. John even said on the text that he just sobered up and he was ready to go out for again. John, tisk tisk, right? So, Walter's, I love that. After Karen's not guilty verdict and she leaves with her family and team, they should play How Dare You at full blast. I agree. I wish I could be there. I really wanted to be there. I just cannot break away, or I would be zippity doo dah, zippity a. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine. Let me get this right key. Heading my way. Zippity doo dah, zippity a. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's the truth. It's factual. See, everything is satisfactual. Zippity doo dah, zippity a. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. There we go. I'm just horsing around, my darlings. Hi, Z. About an hour behind. Did anyone say Boozy for Betty? It's Boozy Beauty and Elizabeth Proctor for Betty. So, but hi, welcome. So glad that you're here, my darlings. Try to find the silver lining in these communities. Just show me the people do care and come together for good. I can't lose. Don't lose your faith in humanity. It does override, Look for the silver lining. The skies will be blue. I forget the word. It's an old song. So always look for the silver lining. Come and try the sunny side of life. You can look that song up. It is called The Sunny Side of Life. Feel Karen called and called. Yeah, she did call and call. It's very sad. These people don't sleep. Listen, I don't think Jen McCabe does. I don't believe Higgy. I do not believe he does. Imagine if any of you bad actors are watching out there. I can imagine you've done something. You can't come forward. It's nagging at you. It's like milk curdling on the inside of you. And it's not going to get better. It's just going to get worse. And you have two choices. Both choices are not good. Or no, there could be three. And the third choice would be wait until somebody comes and gets you. You could sing and hopefully try to get out. But it's not going to happen. You can be turned over by somebody else who sings. Now, that's what I feel would happen. And I feel that they would all throw Higgy and Proctor, under the complete bus. They both would have tire marks on their foreheads. Goodbye. As they drove by. They would definitely CYA. Yeah, I know. It's just crazy. They don't have consciousness because they're so into power fiber for every fiber of their being, right? Right, John? Every fiber of their being. They don't sleep, they pass out. Feral kitty, you angel. I exactly know what you're talking about. They drink themselves into a stupor. I just put my headphones on because my husband was watching a basketball game and kept asking, what is that beeping? I have got him invested in Charlie. God, sorry, hubby. Um, dead en masse here. Wench, liar about the Sally port. Look at those beautiful pansies. I love pansies. Wench called. Look how many calls Jen made to John. I'm telling you, I'm looking. Eliana. Who is Eliana? We've had Eliana before. I'm looking forward to Arca. Yeah. I can't say that on here, Kim, but I agree, my darling. I agree. Love the EB80. Is that 80 degrees there? Love the EVB sessions. That video that showed Karen's tail light not completely smashed out was amazing. Not guilty case. Dismiss. Absolutely. Agree. And I believe the jury agrees too. At this point, you see how Hanky is screwing up. For me, as tough as this is going to get, everybody make sure your heads don't pop off. You hold them right there. Hold the line. Hold the line steady. Because, yeah, he's going to make us mad. He's going to be a complete butt. And he's going to double down now because he knows what he's facing. He could not break Dr. Russell. He couldn't break Sarge. And he couldn't break Lucky. Not good for the prosecution. And I'm sure he's got incentives. No doubt in my mind. None of last trial witnesses look good at all. This is agent. That's right, Susie. That's what happens when you ain't living a good life. And look at Karina. Look at Karina, how adorable she looks. And you know what? I think Lucky looks better now than what he did the first time. Kylie, my darling, can anyone think of a context in which they would find Jen bearable to be around? Drunken stupor. I can't speech. I can't. I could say with certainty that she should never be for me, and I would know that within the first couple of minutes of meeting her. I know. I think we all know within the first few seconds of meeting her. Kelly, thanks. I keep getting Brady supply. I keep getting Brady violation, prosecution, withholding exculpatory evidence. Grant Ellis, please. It would be charges dropped if the judge was legit. We wouldn't even be this far. We wouldn't be this far. Zen Jen, look at that baby ginger. I am so blessed to be with you, Zelda, in chat. You know something? I feel the same way about you guys. I am very blessed. I would not know what to do if I were watching this by myself. Grant a mistrial. Grant a dismissal with prejudice. Jurors are called for such a time as this person once said to be very smart, takes no notes. I've heard that too. You know, I think a deterrent for me, Michaela, I think a deterrent for me what time is it? A deterrent for me would be let me think about it. The deterrent for me would be to not take notes, or like I said the other night in our live, to write in code. I would be concerned about my notes being read. That's what I would be concerned of. You know, we don't see much about Victoria George anymore, do we? Okay, seriously, I'm getting freaked out by mine after I just went on that little spiel. It just said, we are all good. See? See? See, there you go. A friend of Sandra Birchmore called Stoughton PD and told the intake about Matthew being father. I remember hearing that and how they just, and how he called and was so angry. Root cellar? Could be. Oh, I mean, how can the other McAlbert siblings? I think that they, you become immune. You're so used to this sort of thing that your moral compass is out the window. But also, my saying for this case trial is the first cut is the deepest, but the trial feels like death by 1,000. Yeah. Think about this. Yes, the rewatchers are very intriguing because I have forgotten so much. Yeah. Yeah, regarding. I said Falwell. I'm so apology. I had another it is farewell. Thank you. Apparently he's cooperating with you and has about other individuals. He's singing. I've heard that too. But we don't know. I've been crocheting while watching the trial. You know what? I love to crochet. But I like to needlepoint and embroider. And I usually am doing Halloween things, but I've been so busy that I've not had a chance to do that. But I like to needlepoint and do all that stuff. My goal one day is to get an Ichabus, what's his name? The Headless Horseman, right? There's a really pretty pattern on Etsy that I would love to get. So that's what I like to do. I don't have time. I want to hear the celebration too, my darling. You're absolutely right. I want to hear that too. Pardon me. I think it's too. Wife? Is there somebody wife? Could it be Annie Chung? Pardon me. Could it be Annie Chung? I can't believe, Jen. That's how desperate. That's desperation of them trying to manipulate people. I would be, if I were Karina, I would be just totally, as in, you got to flippin' well kidding me thing. Hold on. Look for the silver lining. I keep seeing these 333 things now, my darlings. Let me clear my hair because it's running hot. Hang on, Sambo. Hang on, my Samby. My Samby. I'll allow it. Beautiful voice. Thank you so much. Not so beautiful tonight. I've got the scratchies. Do I watch sometimes? Sometimes. Working on baby bonnets, booties, and sweaters. And how much do I love that? Change it. Okay, so what are we talking about changing it? If we don't like things, change it. I agree. I know there's going to be a big standout at the DA's office. They're going to be demanding that he resign, but I would watch that election. That's what I would do. To protect Colin, and I think some others. I believe some others, when it's in their house, I mean, there would be a lot of them that would be pulled in. Oh, Ellen, no, I'm sure not. Top. Change at the top. That goes beyond Morrissey. So does Aiden go to court next week? I mean, my goodness, I've been so busy. It's hard for me to even see when I first did this, I thought, oh, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Karen. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Matthew Farewell, right? I'm gonna talk a little bit about Farwell, I think is his name. Not Falwell. I keep saying Falwell, but it's Farwell. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Idaho 4, and then I'm going to talk about... I am so invested in Karen Reed's case that I'm just, hello. It is like, do you know I have almost 500 videos, I think, over a year? I think so. I think there's going to be some more stuff. Okay, no, wait a minute. I missed something. I feel extremely sad for Karen and her family for the money she's had to prove. Bless you, Karen, and family for your supporters. Absolutely. And you know the sickening thing? It's not only Karen. It's her family, too. They're tapped. All of them. Financially tapped out. And that's why I'm saying that once she gets not guilty, we're still going to have some type of fundraisers, because how are they going to live? Besides, I mean, they can't support themselves on their retirement. And plus, look at everything that Karen, but believe me, money will be coming to her in big bunches. Big bunches. It is very sad for Lucky losing his wife. Right? I would love that too, but he's gone undefeated for how many years? But I would have some people at the polls watching. I think if the election is next year. Yeah, I believe it's next year, November 2026. There will be civil suits. Okay, my darlings, I'm not going to go very much longer because I've got an early morning. I just looked at the time. Besides. Sad for the people of Canton. Luck is the sweetest, most genuine spirit, right, Luna? I'm so sorry. Luna, Lucky is. We all have a big day tomorrow. You are so welcome. Let's get a last word from John, taking us into the energy for tomorrow. Last word. Do you have a last word, John's energy? Last word. You know, that is the question of the century. How many other innocents were railroaded that we don't know about this? I think I'd be calling a lawyer and saying, look, mistrial. If they find anything wrong, you know what I'm saying? Which they have, especially with Cellbrite. I'm just glad that Dr. Turk was sentenced. Did you hear about Chad Daybell? See? I sure wouldn't want to be in his shoes. He's going to have 2 young, beautiful children and their lineage waiting on him. And Lori is another one. Thank you so much, Jerry. Thank you to my mods because they are wonderful. Always here, no complaints, always having fun, chiming in, helping. Everything is beautiful. Vinny's said they have a 95% conviction rate. That's pretty high. Luna, I think that's so incredible. I think this is one reason why the defense is fighting so fervently, because they are fighting for all of us right now. So last call on the polls, my darlings. Last call on the polls. Should I go throw and go or no? So I'm going to end the poll in Fate and Fortune. It turned out to be yes. And I don't know what it is so far in this one. Let me check. Just a hair. But who knows one? So we'll see. We'll see. We don't know. We don't know. We're here for it, though. We're here for it. Thank you so much. That's kind of fun to do. We'll end that poll right there. That's fun. Let me see. I hear somebody snoring. 7th. When is the 7th? Saturday. So is the 7th going to be significant? Let's all think tomorrow for these words during the trial. 7th. Love being here is one of the kitties snoring. Yes. Can you hear the kitty snoring? Hold on. Let me see if I can move the microphone. You can hear it. And of course, I put the microphone over there and he stops. That's funny. Carissa, you darling. Thank you again so much of your time. Is it closet? Thank you, mods, too. I am most quiet, but very appreciative. Well, you know what? We just love you having here. Love you. Do you hear what I said? Love you having here. We love having you here. I love it. Thank you so much. This Sammy is not snoring. It is Bilbo Baggins is laying over there and he is snoring away. He's seeping big man. So, my darlings, it is that time. Closet in the basement. Thought their Emmy will be tomorrow. She's from Rhode Island, maybe. Yeah, it's Bilbo. Maybe. Love you all. Off to bed. Okay, my darling. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to end. Oh, well, look. Every time we do this, there's another word that comes up, right? I always wonder, right? I always wonder what they're dreaming about. They dream. They come in and they sleep with me. Hello. And that, I'm like, man, this must be an adventure because they're like, hello, snoozing away. Night, guys. Thank you, Zelda. Thank you for the great live and for all the birthday wish. You are so welcome, my darling. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Turtle Boy has confirmed ARCA for tomorrow. Oh, my darlings. Let's pray. See, I'm the penny pincher. Don't keep them over here on the weekend. You know what? Don't worry. Don't worry, Bent Hook. There will be no large and poofy. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of scared to do it all. So anyway, thank you. Thank you. But I was kind of scared because I was thinking, well, they'll have to stay over. But if they have to stay over, they have to stay over. So this is good. This is good. Bring on the daddies. So you know what? Let's get some rest. Let's get some rest. I'm going to say goodnight here. Oh, Veronica. Hello. Every time we say goodnight, hello. Butt dials, butt hugs. But if anything, all right. Maybe the neighbor, then ARCA. That would be interesting. Wow. Bilby is really cutting a rug over there, isn't he? Oh, yeah. Ellen, they did a first trial. Nobody seems to know. I have an appointment tomorrow. No, Ben Hook, no. Looking like looking like Tammy Faye with the big hair. Oh, I remember Tammy Faye. We're blessed, we're blessed, we're blessed. We are blessed. Good old Tammy Faye. Crying all the time. Shona, I just want to wish you all a good night. Me, I'm going to have lunch. What are you having for lunch? Okay, we're going to say good night to Veronica. Hey, we had Betty and Veronica. All we need is Archie and Jughead. Get it? All we need is Archie and Jughead. That's wild. We had Betty and Veronica, Archie and Jughead. Okay. What's for lunch, Shona? What's for lunch, darling? We need to know. Oh, well, I'll be right there. I'll take that. Mongolian beef and rice. Hello. I'll be right there. It may be a few days old before we get there, but hello. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I think I scared my cat when I hit that note. Okay, my darling. I just watched a clip of David walking out with Hank and being cordial. The man has class. That's right. That's the only way to handle it. Because he's such a bully. He only thinks of bullying. So we're asking the angels, the entities, to be the good entities, positive over Karen tomorrow, going out. Remember.
Sit down, demon.
And everything is going to work out. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. Please do me a favor as you're leaving. If you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe buttons on both channels. That helps us so much. And stay tuned for the outro. Big hugs, much love to you. And you know what, my darlings? I'll see you in court tomorrow. Bye for now. They'll tell you the facts are clear, but the truth always flickers between the lines. In every shadow, there's a secret that refuses to stay buried. Clues hide in symbols, and sometimes even fate won't show its hand. Voices echo not just from the living, but from the silence they leave behind. I'm Lady Zelda. This is Seeing Crime, where what's hidden doesn't stay hidden for long. Until next time,
Keep watching.